In 5 words or less, why do you love what you do? And
Success stories made from meaningful connections.
wow, 5 words, just about. That's hard to do, I know. What has been a silver lining for you this past year? We're going to ask you to do a sentence or two, but have you found a silver lining in 2020? And we're going to start at the end with Michelle, please.
Thank you. I would say just slowing down a little bit has helped me be just kind of evaluating and taking time to listen and understand and just kind of look at things. But I think that slowing down piece has made me appreciate a few things.
The next question is, when do you think our industry's economy will be back to the way it was in 19?
I'm on that optimistic side as well. I think about 2 to 3 years. We rode the recession, and that was about, in my business I saw it was about 2 to 3 years. I know that there's a lot more impacted here, but I do think that events are going to open, and we're going to see about 2 to 3 years.
Yes, and you know, research shows that there is a huge pent-up demand. So let's hope that we can get that going again, for sure. Okay, there's been some new things, trends, regulations, and so forth that have surfaced in 2020. The next question is, what do you think? Is there any of the regulations, statutes, anything that sort of surrounded our industry, do you think it's going to continue from this point on into the future? And if so, how long do you feel? Okay, great. Michelle.
Oh, I think the trend that we're going to see that's going to continue for absolute sure is going to be hybrid events and live streaming of the events. I think that we are just going to see every event picking that up so that if people can't make their event for whatever reason, the live streaming is going to still continue with us, I think, forever.
Looking at the future, so we're hearing a lot about what's it going to look like? What are we going to have to do to go to a meeting, travel internationally, to do what? And there's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumor. So this question revolves around looking at the future. Do you think that events will require a vaccine record card, rapid testing? I think masks you've already said for a while. But do you think they're going to notch it up a little bit and have people show, that they're vaccine? Yeah.
I'm on the same feeling there too, as far as I hope not, as far as that go. I do think if we do see it, I think it's going to be short-lived and temporary as we learn more about the COVID and that sort of thing. I think we put man on the moon. I think that there's ways that we can figure this out as a country and world, and so I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. I think the staying at home when you're sick, if we can enforce that and kind of get that message just to continue, that freedom of letting people be. I think I used to always feel like it was like, okay, years ago, or not even that long ago, you go to work even if you're not quite feeling well. I think that if that trend is now broken, and it's like if you don't backup plans and what we're going to do for that. So I think we'll see more of that.
Right. And also, wedding business. How does the bride wear a mask coming down the aisle? I mean, that is no fun at all. I know. How about waivers? Do you think that's here to stay? Maybe just a quick yes or no, or short term, long term?
Short term. Shortest term?
As short as possible, please. It's going to be longer than everyone else is thinking.
1 week turns into 1 month, turns into short, hopefully. It's going to be done by the time you get to me. No.
Great, I couldn't agree more.